Lovers of freedom all over the world, I greet you. My fellow media men, comrades, stand where comrades, all those who have paid their dues in the struggle, members of the government, the Biafran Republic government in exile, the Prime Minister, the Biafran Republic government in exile himself, the person of Mazi Simon Ekpa, PM, our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I greet you all, and I pray that our good God will keep you all strong and focused. Today I have come to address to discuss on the military, the statement from the Nigerian army about Asari Dokubo, and also with that I will expose some things. I want to also talk about what the current Zamfara governor said when he was unconscious and later started covering it up. That's the current speech from the Zamfara state governor, and the activities of the Nigerian army in Imo State, Mbano to be precise, today, and how the Nigerian army, who are born by human beings, have continued to go down just because of misguided leaders of the Nigerian state. Human life is very precious everywhere in the world. Human life is very precious and must be preserved. It is unfortunate that here in this part of the world, these people who are supposed to be leaders, please, before we go into these topics, I refuse to share. I forgot to share, sorry. I want to share. I want to share now. So please help me invite people. Journey of freedom is not something that we would live with one person. And there is also something that all of us have a duty of doing. We have a duty to correct that wrong information from some people who want to, mischievous persons who were announcing that 21st and the 22nd is going to be a sit-at-home, that Biafran army are going to be showcasing armored car and all of that. Please, we owe our people who are not privileged to have access to social media and who are not too literate enough to, we owe them a duty of telling them what is. Given that our PM is very prominent, the person used his name to send a wrong message to the people, and the people are already in panic, thinking that the directive is from the PM. So please, all of us, we have a duty of making sure we tell our people that the information they heard that is really going far and wide like a wildfire is not from the Biafran Republic government in exile. It's not from the Biafran government in homeland. So I implore you all to do good to share this message while we wait our PM to also, he said something about it before, but he want to say something about it again. He already denounced, he declared that he's not part of that. Our struggle is not part of that. The people who did it, they did it for wrong intention. See the reason they are doing that. They want a situation where that day, as the information has gone wide now, since our declaration date 2nd December is closed, they want to discredit the Biafran Republic government in exile and our PM himself. So see how they intend to achieve it. They want to make sure that this information go to every nook and cranny of Biafran land, so that when that day comes, people will be disappointed that they did not see any armored car display, any military might display by the Biafran Republic. So this is just the target. So our PM wants all of us to spread or to debunk that information. It is in our hands. It's our duty to debunk it, to make people, convince people it's not part of us. We must make it very pronounced that it's not from us, so that we will shame the enemy. We know what they are up to. We know what they are up to. That is that for that. So can we go into the program? I just shared it. I don't know if he has reflected there. I just shared it there now. Have we seen it? I don't know if we have seen it. I mean, this particular program, has it reflected where you are? Have you seen it? Lovers of freedom. Okay, so like I was saying, Asari Dokubo has, it appears his scope is getting filled. The enemy have used him. It is time to abandon him. They have used him, and they know his mouth is too much. He boasts too much. He boasts too much. He likes to take glory very unduly. And the military just replied him, it is only unfortunate that Nigeria is the kind of country it is. The military self was like helpless. They challenged him to come to the battlefield. Some of you would have seen the information, while others have not. So that's why we are bringing it to the limelight, so that those who have not seen it will see it. Fellow Biafrans, I am still trying to, it seems what I shared is not showing. I'm trying to share it. The program is going to be interesting. What I shared is not reflecting so far. So far, it is not reflecting. And that's why I'm trying to see how I can go about it. So the topic, let me give the topic, Asari Dokubo used and dumped. The zoo used and dumped Asari Dokubo. Used Asari. Okay, so this is the you have seen the topic. Is it only Igbos or those who shared your view that are welcome in Biafra? No, 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 no. You are Muiwa Yusuf. You cannot be a Biafran. Yes, Biafrans are not just Igbo. Biafrans cut across wherever Igbos and their brothers who agreed in the defunct Eastern region. So, but you are Muiwa Yusuf. We don't, you can get a Biafran visa to come to Biafra in the fullness of time. But for now, it is not, the government is in process. The new state, the declaration is in the pipeline. That you will see in few months to come. So, but we don't despise anybody. Anybody is welcome. So, I don't know if I have answered your question, Mr. Muyiwa. Or are you an enemy spying on us? Are you just spying on us with an identity? So you are at liberty to say whom you are if you want us to recognize you as one of us. You are at liberty to. Mr. Muyiwa, are you together with us? Muyiwa? Muyiwa, you don't want to reply again. Okay, this is the link. This is the link here. If you want to come in, you can come in. If you want to comment, you are free. Yes. So I just shared the link. We are almost good to go. We are almost good to go. Okay, now we just have 16 people. I can go on with the 16 people, but I wish you people can share this so that more people will come. We hit it together, and click on the like button if you are with us. You can click on the like button if you are with us so that we can flow together. It is our thing. We must do it. We are not paying any media to help us. It's our thing. We are doing it ourselves. Okay. Zamfara governor, he just confessed that the hand of Nigerian politicians, in fact, Nigerian states, Akeade in the current situation of the state, so that nobody can deny that. I'm going to play his voice. I'm going to play his voice so that you confirm it. Because a lot of people don't want to believe. A lot of people, they have a problem with accepting what is true. They are very skeptical about things they should not be skeptical about. And are very foolish in accepting the things they should be skeptical about. That is the misplacement of priority. That is the situation we find ourselves. That is how the politicians have used us, and this is the leftover of us. So I am starting now with this. I want to show you. Yes, this is it.
We know where these guys are. We know where they live. We know their parents.
You know them as the government?
Of course we do. They live with the same community we live.
So why is it difficult to get them?
That is the $1 million question that I should ask you.
We are trying to understand, for those of us who are now conversant with Zamfara, have never been there, and we hear you as a chief security officer speak tonight to say you know these people, but yet you can't get them. It's a head scratcher.
It is something that we are trying to all put our heads together.
No.
That is why, from what I can do as a governor, to have this CPG as a first line of defense. Of course.
Okay, I will still play it, but let us pick it gradually. I think it's just within 1 minute plus. We know these people. We know whom they are. We know where they stay. We know their family. We know their houses. And they are not stronger than the state. Then the lady asked. He said, well, I am just the chief security officer. I'm just the governor. There are people whom this is their duty. But when he, he got his consciousness back, he now began to, save his head. He began to, twist it and save his head. Who are these people? Remember, we have done different programs where we have shown you the people on national televisions who mention the names of the persons who are behind all this. And it's unfortunate that the person who is your president, the vice president, has been fingered so severally by different people who are prominent in the Nigerian state, who are connected, who are in the almost in the government, and who are from his own tribe, but who are very educated. So because of their exposure, they don't believe in that sick mentality that because you are from our place, no matter what evil you do, we will protect you. It's our own. Which is why some people think the Igbos don't love themselves. Because the Igbo man will always fight whatever he sees is unjust. No matter whose else is God. If it is his own brother, he don't mind to fight him dirty. To condemn the evil.
Military are there. Police are there. As well as civil defense. But they are not under my control. They are under the control of federal government. And they are doing their best. And like I said also, our security forces have the ability to crush these guys.
But they are not.
They are trying their best.
Okay, you heard that the security forces have the ability to crush these guys. And it is not in his office to do this. That it is of the federal government's office. It is the duty of the federal government because the issue of defense falls within the exclusive list. So, now he is telling you that the federal government knows about this. If the federal government know where these people are, if the federal government military have the ability to crush them, if they know the houses of these people, if they know their family members, if they know where they live, if they know their hideout, and they have superior firepower, and have the population of the men, the boots on the ground. And as the lady asked finally, but why are they not crushing them? That is the kind of state that somebody is advocating will remain forever. Is that, to be very candid, do you really want us to remain in this kind of a state? Do you really wish we remain in this kind of a state? Of course, no. Of course, no. We cannot remain in this kind of state. Who is the enemy? Yusuf here in our program asked. Yusuf, you want to know who is the enemy? Yusuf, anybody who comes to your house to attack you, to harm you, is your enemy. And there are people who left their homes, their places, to come to our land, and they want Python to be dancing in our land just for asking for self-determination. These people are not just our enemies, they are our potential enemy. But it is very disturbing that a lot of these people who we might be seeing physically as the enemy are not just the enemy for a whole. They are only asking or obeying their profession. But there should be no reason for why you will see someone who is harming you and you just keep quiet and fold your arms. Whether the person is compelled, whether the person is under spell, or whatever reason, the person is attacking you, even if it is insanity that the person is affected or struck by insanity and the person is attacking you, you must defend yourself. So at that moment, the person is your enemy. Our only disturbance is that what is happening in Mbano is taking the lives of people who are children to some parents, who are fathers, who are mothers, who are breadwinners to some people. And these are the soldiers. They are now being at the direct receiving end. Whereas those who are sending them, who are very insensitive, that the people are calling for their freedom. We have been under this cage for too long. Now we want to have our freedom. You are forcing them back against their will. They said, let us have this, let us have this arrangement where we are working. No. Okay, we can even improve it. You said, no, you don't even qualify to come anywhere around this engine room to correct this. Then you are leaving them with no option than to take whatever measure is possible for them. And it is within the international law for them to do whatever they do. This is just the truth. So, Muyiwa Yusuf, have you now come to realization of who is our enemy? Oh, George, thank you. Have you come to the knowledge of who is our enemy? Oh, Lekan, I greet you. Thank you. Please share on. So I want to show you some of the things that Asari Dokubo said that made the military speak up today. It is in different newspapers platforms. I think I will show you from. I saw it from different newspaper platforms today. This is the 10th day of October 2024. Yes. It is in Punch newspaper. The Nigerian military challenges Asari Dokubo. Who is this Onyoshi? All right, we'll ignore you, Onyoshi. You will go out by yourself. Now, Asari Dokubo is answered, or he got the deserving reply from the Nigerian military. They said to him, come to the battlefield. If you say you are strong, come to the battlefield. Witness our might. The military challenges Asari Dokubo. Then that is from Punch newspaper. Let us see from Vanguard. The army said to Asari Dokubo, you don't have the capacity to bring down even a fly, even a mosquito. So stop boasting and shut up your wumbling mouth. That is what the military told him. I will still analyze it, and then okay, I think it's only 3 sources. The other source I forgot, that other source. I didn't capture it here. So now from the reply, you will understand that Asari Dokubo must have said something. So let us hear what he said. And is it one thing that he said? He said so many things. Like this one.
Nigeria will be history. I am saying it bold and clear. I am not afraid of arrest, but they will never arrest me. Because if they do, the consequences of my arrest, Nigeria will be history. I am saying it bold and clear without missing word that the consequences of my arrest, Nigeria will be history. The last time my arrest reduced Nigerian oil production to 700,000 barrels. This time it will be 0. And we will match violence by violence.
YouTube, we do not agree with anything violence, so we don't advocate for violence. So it is Asari Dokubo that we were trying to analyze his bluffing, his empty threats that his sponsors. Now I want to even analyze before I show you more videos. Or should I show you more videos? It is coming to my head now. Why? Okay, see this one.
Our people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. As we are talking,
with the video, I'm not doing the video. As I said in the video, that's the video.
Weakest soldiers, weakest police, whoever had been flying over my house and my compound in the last 30 minutes with 2 helicopter gunships. I have the capacity to contain them. Nigeria cannot surrender to Wiki.
He said he has the capacity to contend them. Okay, I think there are many others. Okay. There are, in fact, let me not play it so that YouTube will not.
The counter and his people running their mouth. Don't start something you cannot finish, oh. Because in this killing business, oh,
YouTube, please. Sorry, this is Asari Dokubo. We are trying to place. We don't invite. In fact, we will not play his. We will not analyze him again. He is bringing violation, so we disagree with violation. We don't accept. So this is when he was ranting. This is what. So this is a disclaimer, YouTube, please. We are trying to analyze Asari Dokubo. This is a man who said he is larger than life. He has been so dutifully used by those who have used and dumped him. They paid him. He accepted the contract that he is going to deal with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's disciple. That he has more capacity than Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's disciple. That's Simon Ekpa. So he sent a lot of boys, little boys who should be with their families, with their mothers, pounding pepper and cutting vegetables for their parents, running domestic errands. He just took them, initiated them, and was deceived those boys. And unfortunately, these boys accepted. They were really deceived, and that was how they ended themselves. And because these are our brothers, so we can't point guns at our brothers. But like we started earlier on in the broadcast here, we said we can't just because of any condition to allow anybody who poses serious threats to our existence, anybody who poses serious, threats to us, to our person. So even if it is insanity case, no matter what it will be, if the person is hypnotized, whatever the case is, we cannot say because you just accepted the situation, we will not allow you to waste us. So self-defense is the only thing we have always resorted to. And those boys, may God accept their souls. So, and at a point, Asari Dokubo wanted to, jam our heads together, make our Ijaw brothers, begin to think that we, the Igbos, are beginning to hate on them, that we are fighting them. But it did not take weeks. Everybody realized Asari is like someone who is getting drowned, is looking for people to drown alongside him. So our Ijaw brothers understood, and they began to avoid him like a plague. That's why now today he is in the middle of nowhere. The token they gave him, he thought it was enough money. It has finished. Maybe Nkurumiri has taken all of them. So today, every day he is looking for one of his brothers is to challenge. Every day, oh, Tompolo, and nobody have ever seen Tompolo, drag anything with him. Everybody knows everybody knows his capacity. So Tompolo cannot descend too low to be dragging position with a nobody. Teke Tom cannot also do that. So that is one thing he tried to do. And these ones are very intelligent enough to ignore him. They know he's like, he is drowning, not like he's already drowning. He's looking for someone to join him drown. So this is it. Now they have used him. They have dumped him. I am supposed to play more video, but we don't allow disinformation. We don't allow anything that will suggest violence, encourage violence. So it's against YouTube policy. That's why we don't want to play them again. Because I think a lot of his videos, the kind of threats he made, maybe YouTube might misplace it, might mistake it to part of our programs. So we are Biafrans. We are whiter than white. We don't Asari Dokubo, you don't see us, you don't blame yourself. You don't see us, you don't do yourself. You have made yourself always happy. You see? You will go, you will be twerking for Tinubu, bend down your lowest twerking. Who knows, man? Okay. So now today you are crying. Go to the statement from the speech of the Nigerian military responding to Asari Dokubo. There is something I want to point out from there. At least for a long time now, the Nigerian military accepted to exempt our struggle today for the first time as a non-terror organization. They just accepted us today as a normal people who are seeking for self-determination. That was why when he was enlisting the places where terrorists are, the regions in Nigeria where you have terrorists, he said northwest, northeast. So that is to say, even if there are people, he said, and today they are now going out of their shell. They are going out of their shell now to come to a certain level of realities because probably Agwaro Banamba and nowhere today. Or if you go back, course, you know, there are some times when somebody tell you that the 419 has played him or the spell caught him. So it will need some Egonso, a Biana Haka, Aka so that the person will not go off the spell will disappear. So that's what happened. Agwar of Ebanamban, so their senses is coming back to the factory setting that they are now beginning to now accept what is really the truth. So at this point, I want to tell you, anybody who believed once, who listened to Asari Dokubo, who believed in his bluffs that he has any capacity, the people who contracted him have come to expose him, that he's really of no capacity at all, in no way, not at all, not in any way. He has no capacity. So no wonder all the boys he brought to challenge Imana, you know, when the Wanza, they said when Wanza is like a little bird that makes some sound, very little bird, they go in thousands, in droves. So when Wanza is, you know, heading into the fire, when you ask the Wanza will tell you that he's getting fat. You don't know the bloating is from the heat of the fire. It is a journey of no return. So for those who still listen to him, or those he was giving some stupid charms some last 3 weeks or thereabout, those ones he was fetching, scooping water where there is no water to give in the name of fortification. You should better respect yourself so that you will not go into the journey of no return. You cannot challenge. Everybody knows who is bigger than him. Huh? Ida Marochiaka. When he calls you, tell him to go and bring. He has up to, I think he has up to 100 children. So tell him to bring his children to be part of it. You understand? Tell him to bring his children to be part of it. You know, there is a confession from the Nigerian army personnel who escaped that I will play for you. I don't know how many of you that have come across that, but I'll play it for the peoples of those, for the sake of those who have not come across it. I'll play that and I will expose some other things. You know, like I was saying, the Nigerian army accepted that the Biafran Republic Government Army, or let's say the Biafran Liberation Army, has no business with terror. They are just freedom fighters. So go to the comment where read maybe from Punch, read from Punch. He stated categorically and he said very clearly that all the things that the Nigerian state have been telling you, please, you should take them with pinch of salt, that there is nothing like bandits. All those people they call bandits, that the world has come to agreement that the truth is that these guys are not bandits, because the meaning of bandits, what they do is out of it. So that these guys are full-blown terrorists and should be seen as such and treated as such. So there is no more time. This is no more the day when you cover people who are causing mayhem in human society. You cover them, give them assistance, because it has come to hurt them. Go to newspapers about 2 days ago. You will see what, I think I still have a part of that. These people, they kept conscripting back into the Nigerian army. Some of them now has come to do why they have come to act out. They have displayed, showcased their talent. That Fulani are there, chari. You understand? They escaped with the Nigerian military live fire arms. They escaped with their arms. So you can see that it is a very wrong thing to conscript people whom you know that they are unrepentant. You can't even, how do you just conscript a terror? What training? After how many years? So these are the things that nobody will advise his people to remain in this kind of arrangement. We must be careful of what we do. If you condemn people who are seeking for self-determination today, just because maybe your brother is in power today and all of that, tomorrow your brother will not be in power, and you will face a very cruel, very, very challenging time that you know it is about the political arrangement that the zoo cannot, it cannot work. So when you come to this and be seeking, you see, a karma will fall back at you and remind you that you don't deserve what you're asking, because you work to frustrate people on genuine cause. So now I think that headline I'm looking for is, I think is here. I think I have one from Sahara Reporters. Repentant Boko Haram fighters escape with government rifles, motorcycles, and other materials. 13 former fighters of the Boko Haram have reportedly escaped with rifles and motorcycles given to them by the Borno state government. Premium Times reports that the 13 are amongst the thousands that was freed and pardoned and conscripted to the Nigerian army. So these are things that you will see, and you have no option than to say no. I used to oppose these Biafran people, but now I'm supporting them. In fact, we too, we need to go. I don't know your own tribe, but you watching me now, you must spread this gospel so that you save souls. It is because of this resistance that a lot of people keep losing their lives. I said earlier that these people who were wasted in Mbano today because they are serving government, these are things that could have been avoided. I have done some videos about this before. Every life is precious. These people are parents to some people, they are children to some parents, they are breadwinners to some homes. Their lives matters. They are contributing to human society. But the insensitive, yes, so my brother, his time is coming up. So the insensitive people in power, just because they are enjoying themselves, they are enjoying the people's wealth, they are feasting on the taxpayers' money. Just because of all this, they keep on making policies and standing on things that doesn't represent the interest of their people. Allow them to go. It is because of this stubbornness that Pharaoh faced what he faced and made the Egyptians to suffer a lot of nefarious fate. And you, Pharaoh of today, occupying government positions, stop causing pains to families. These families where these soldiers came from, do you know how much pain they will be today? They will be so traumatized. Their children are in schools. They cannot further. It's not as if that we have a government that you have a government that is so compassionate about citizens. Not even about the soldiers that are supposed to be the protectors of the state. The media is afraid of saying the truth, but the video has been shown. The raw video, they can't also disclaim that. They can't say otherwise, because the truth is there staring them in the face. So people, parents and families now will begin to mourn because of the recklessness of government. Children will begin to be without parents, without a father. This is very bad, it's condemnable. Everybody in this human society should begin to call on Nigerian government to be sensitive for once and stop the unnecessary pain at the people. People are complaining of hard life, hardship, and you are bringing more pain to the family. It's not fair. The government of Nigeria should do something. Stop what you cannot fight. Okay, yes, the media said on non-government. What do you expect of them? What do you expect of them? When Asari Dokubo was bluffing and making mouth, did he accept that his men was wiped? Is it not that the communities, the Bayelsa, the River State communities, where these children that he exposed to this ended in this manner that he did end them? If not that the parents were, grieving and the communities were beginning to think the Igbos were hating or haunting their children until they realized it was Asari Dokubo that, led them to that demise. So that's why all of them now had to come and then now begin to go against Asari. So it's like heaven and hell has shot against the Asari. That is just it. So the media, don't expect the media to. Were you actually expecting Asari to accept that? No, he cannot. So that's the same way you don't expect the media. It's not that the media don't want to report sometimes, but the media want to be politically correct. The kind of society where they live. So you have heard many times where people's licenses were revoked. So for publishing things the way they are. So don't blame them. Don't blame them. The people know. It happened in human society. So it happened in people's society. So people bore witness to it. And the videos, people were there raw. So it's not like it's a edited video. It is a raw footage. So that is how it is. My face is like a youngster, Hey, you see a detractor here. My face is like a gangster, And then if you are an enemy, maybe you have seen me and you see me as a gangster. That is if you are an enemy. If you are an enemy, I may be a gangster to you. Because we can only be a gangster to people who are enemies. So if you attempt something wrong, we defend ourselves. Yes, so that's the Hamas. That's Hamas. That's Hamas people for you, my brother. So that is it. Now, this kind of thing, conscripting a terrorist organization into the military of a state because you want to fight against a particular people, it will boomerang just like it has. In fact, if case not taken, these people that just escape, the aftermath effect of it will be very big. Hey, which kind of people are coming? Why are you insane? Who made you insane? What made you insane? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not giving him audience. Thank you. So, like, people were responding to that. So a lot of people were like, why is the Nigerian army responding to Asari in this manner? Then the military man, because the way the military man was saying, he's like that Asari is still protected by some forces in government. That's why he was choosing his words. If you go and read it from Punch newspaper, he was choosing his words. The officer was choosing his words. They said that it is, well, they will do their own duty. But the time Asari Dokubo, we know that he's just a rat. It's when he come to confront them You know, no, he indirectly, the Nigerian army indirectly proved the military might of the Biafran Defense Force. That while Asari Dokubo is like a rat, he cannot even come around where they are operating. Then he is now telling you without words that they can only confront the people where get swag. In everything you want make I talk, I no go talk. Yeah. So now you can see this another report, the kind of things you will see in this kind of world, in this part of the world, which is also one of the major reasons we are living. Go to Sahara Reporters today, about 7 hours or 8 hours ago. You will see the headline there. What a Nigerian soldier did to a Nigerian policeman. And that was the end of the policeman. Just like that. See it here. Let me open it. You see that? You see the headline? What Nigerian soldier did to Nigerian police. So it's unfortunate. This is the kind of country somebody is advising me to remain in. Me and my people. Very civilized people. People that the democracy even started from. All right, I think there are some other things I wanted to share. Let me get it from. So the military now are searching for those people who were the defunct former Boko Haram members who they conscripted. They are looking for them. So they are telling people who have useful information to come up with it. You know, security, according to them, is every man's business. Hey, I am on the Vanagua. All right, lovers of freedom, this is but this is not all. The Imo State what I'm looking for. I don't know if it is worth sharing to avoid in the MM30. Is it worth sharing? All right. No. About the here. I can't share this. About the here. I can't share this. I can't share what we've let these people. But I can only share Daily Trust. From Daily Trust newspaper. Okay, in Telegram. I can share in Telegram. I am trying to create a Telegram. I created it, but I have not really seen the functionality. I created a Telegram where anybody can join. Maybe I have to revisit that so that I'll be sharing some of the things I can share on these public platforms. Now see how the Daily Trust said it. You can see how Daily Trust wrote it. Okay, bring up the link. The Daily Trust. Is it the Daily Trust link? Or you can just type Daily Trust. You will see it in their headline. Daily Trust. You see it in their headline. Or maybe I think they have Twitter accounts too. You can see it there too. I think sometimes Twitter, all these newspapers, you even get information from their Twitter handles, that X handle. Okay, the Telegram link. I think I need somebody that will help me in these things. I will try, let me see what I can do. I will try to, the Telegram link. Okay, thank you, brother. I'll try to see how I go about them. Because it will be good. Because some people are not privileged to see some of these things. All right, thank you, brother. You are welcome. So after 2nd December, according to our PM, okay, it's not our PM writing. For 2nd December, Nigerian terrorists. Let me not finish with that, please. YouTube, thank you for pardoning our SSEs. So we don't intend to violate your policies. So this guy now, this place, the zoo terrorists, military and police will never trust any Biafra, still serving with them. Good. There is something I said I will share. Let me share that so that you will marvel when you hear about this. Let me show you something. Because today I just want to share about the military. I just want to share things about the Nigerian military. Now listen.
Everybody gets sense. And that is why you survive where you are. If you don't have sense, you can't survive.
Don't mind that it's still noisy at this early stage. It will later get clearer. This is a guy, he escaped from the zoo army, and they were about going to Olo. And he happened to be from Bayelsa. So they have been operating like this before, but he just, something woke him up to think like human being. Why they should be sending them always to go and decimate their people. So
if person ask you, you go say na farmer na man. Na gun they cause am so. Out of 1,856 soldiers when they carry us go medical here, 25 will come back, hoping that the matter is ended. Now they carry us come to 302 Attila Onitsha. All of us dey inside Barrack Onitsha here reach around 12 o'clock this afternoon. Since when they fight for Olu, Imo State, and the fight don't end already. Commander said they don't already do meeting. Say we dey among soldiers where they send, make them go to Olu. Say make them start from Olu market there. Say anybody where they see, make them start to dey fire them. I beg you because of God. If your person dey Olu, from now till Monday, this coming Monday, try to inform your brother. And if you are from there, tell them to change location for now. I beg you.
Are you hearing the conspiracy? He is not an Igbo man, he's a Biafran. He is an Ijo Biafran from Bayelsa. This is what they sent them to do. And this one, God touched him. And his information has saved a whole lot of people. This information has saved a whole lot of lives. Now you see him. He already removed his clothes. He has removed his professional, his work uniform, normal as an officer. He is now with torn clothes that make him look like a farmer because he knew they would come after him. Just listen to his confession.
Thank you because of God. Immediately I left the barrack. Commander tells soldiers that I am going out to expose them, that they should make sure they get me and kill me. See this plot that I am.
You two, please. Disclaimer. We are listening to somebody's story, please. Disclaimer: this is live program, so we don't have the opportunity of editing it. Thank you. Disclaimer.
I'm putting on. I didn't buy this cloth with my money. If you follow here straight, come out. That other line there, that place they are selling food stuff. There is where they are selling fish. That is where they give me this cloth. That is why I remove this one now. Yes. I put it inside bag so that if they see me, they will know identify me quickly. This is my identification card. And this card that you are seeing, now that they are looking for me, if I am in Onitsha, from now till 6 o'clock in the evening, through this ID card, they will get my location immediately. And if they get me, if I am in someone's house, they will suffer the person the same way they suffer me.
Now, are you getting that? Are you getting that? They have ordered that he should be caught and paid so that he will not save the Igbo Biafrans who have been targeted as usual. He said he must do his best to, and they already tracked, they have the tracking chip in the ID card, so that if he's still within that location, they will use the mast to track him. Mast will, the tracking chip will, you know, work with the mast within that area. So now you can see how they are very determined to crush innocent people in a peaceful human environment, whereas the place that is the home of terrorists, they don't do anything. That is why you heard the Zamfara state governor saying something like, I am just a governor, so it is the duty of the army to do this, and this army is under the federal government. You heard, I started with showing you what the Zamfara state governor said. Yes, you know, in this program, at a point, it seemed boring, but now we are getting the information. The wave is coming again. So let us continue to play so that you see the cruelty of these people and why the hatred of a people who do nothing to them. This is what gets some people still confused.
Before they'll take me to where they'll kill me. My prayer to God is that if your hands are clean and your mind is free, if somebody come against you, God will stand and fight for you. Today is the last day I bear name soldier. I don't want to do it again. If you are not from the northern part of the country, it's very hard for you to enjoy Nigeria Army work. And that is why immediately they finish training from depot, they pack outside people down to this side. They pack us to that side so that we can go and die. I am parading now inside line by line like this for me to meet people. How I can tell them what is going on. I am confused. How I can even tell somebody the way the country are now, for somebody to believe you that what you are saying is the fact, is very hard. I'm begging to people. My prayer to God, if I do bad, let me die. But if I did not do bad, my God will help me. And they beg how people feel help me for me to get that transport so that I can go and hide myself till around 6 o'clock so that I can run back to my state. I'm from Bayelsa, Batani. I'm from Batani. I'm an Ijaw by tribe. So that is my mission. And I thank all of you for listening. God bless you.
Now, he ran to a marketplace, as it is in the nature of Igbo people to be, it's in their nature of being hospitable. Yes, Igbo people, when you come to hospitality, they welcome people so much. And since they saw him before he told them the story, they saw his look, that he is running, scampering for his life. They first of all had to cover him. They looked around within the neighborhood where clothes is sold. They clothed him, and then he began to tell them the story. And he was very specific. He said, this is how it is, that the country is balkanized. There are people who have certain treatment, even in the army. There are people who are treated in a certain manner, in a certain way, where there are others who are treated like outcasts. So even there in the depot, some people are kings, some people are dogs. Do you have any reason telling anybody that this kind of arrangement should continue? Do you have any reason why you should tell anybody not to call for the split of this contraption? Do you have any reason? Of course you don't. If you love humanity, if you want to save lives, you must, as a matter of your commitment to your creator, join in this campaign for the freedom of the Biafran people and every other part of the state that wants to divide. Thank you, Yusi Mbara. Thank you for replying him. So you can understand that when we are crying, we are not blackmailing. It's not propaganda. This is something that is happening every day. People are disappearing. And he told you the thousands of people, that is what my brother here, Uchenna, was asking. Why the media are not replying. This guy said they go in 1,000 and something. And when they will be sent there, it's just 300 that will return. And me, before heaven, before earth, I was before a lieutenant? Before a lieutenant, because this is where I had myself in Medugri. A lieutenant in Medugri here told me clearly that the way people are died here, no. Said it's like every month, as at that time they recruit. Every month they recruit up to 500 or 600. At a point it shrinks to 300 recruiting. So now, this is something that we cannot continue to allow. It is our people that they recruit to go there. It is suicidal. It is suicidal. Because when you see, oh, my brother, be okay. Thank you. This there is a data or kanonye. So now it is a duty to all of us to keep telling our people to stop going for this suicidal recruitment. If you don't want to join the Biafran Liberation Army, you stay and go and do your buying and selling. You do your buying and selling. We are not happy that the clueless and insensitive people in offices of power are sending the army, who are parents to people, brothers to people, children to people, breadwinners to families, to come here and just spy like that. Because once they confront the BLF, BD, Biafran Defense Forces, once they confront them, or Biafran Liberation Army, they will likely not go back alive. Because men are mad. The forces of nature are pleased with these men. They are in consonance. They are in consonance with the chi of the land. They are in consonance with the Amala. They are doing the will of the people. So the natural forces will always back them. They are so muchly made by Ivan Acho, Nebebe, Nibo Dogu, Nikenga. I hope you are understanding. So this is why, a lot of people have come to say, like the other program I did, that one is a normal video. So it's I think I will post it very soon. You will see where I connected a lot of things. Let me not even touch that part so that you go and watch it. Although it's long. That one is long. It's 2 hours plus. This one is how long now? For 1 hour. Like that. Alright, so lovers of freedom, I hope you are getting me. We are flowing together. I hope we are flowing together. So tell the world, tell anybody who care to know around you that we are not happy that they kept sending, people who post threats to us and they are not going back alive. We are not happy that it is happening. We are not vulture. But we are helpless that, we can't, expose ourselves to the enemy like that. So we have to protect ourselves and get rid of anything that poses threat to our existence. So that's the situation. So that is it for that today. And I want to thank you all who are here to watch. I admonish you to like and share. I remain Ekpa Asukwo from Biafran Radical Freedom TV. Yaga zero no nene ise.